Hey guys, EzraTime here, and today we are going to be reviewing a movie called SISU. Now, this is a historical action movie that recently released on April, and yeah, I heard a lot about this movie, and I heard that this movie was amazing and over the top, and after watching it, then yeah, I could confirm that this movie is indeed over the top. It's ridiculous. Sisu is written and directed by Jalmari Helander, I think. I hope I don't mispronounce that. And starring Yorma Tomila as Sisu, basically Atami Korpi. So basically, the film follows him. Basically attempts to secure his stolen gold, or wasn't stolen gold, but it's like the gold that he found. And as he made his way to like a nearest bank, basically to trade them, he needs to defend himself against the German death squad, basically the Nazis. And this took place in World War II. And yeah, I do think this movie is amazing. Maybe it's not for everyone, because the action is like it's not that much, but when it was there, it's over the top. But let me get one thing straight here. I would say that this movie looks gorgeous. I think the cinematography is amazing. And obviously I'm pretty sure that they shot this entirely on location, right? Because you see these like giant fields, and then you see like our Tommy basically just like digging or something like that, right? Which is nothing must happen, but you really appreciate the visual of this movie, and that is a great show where because his character doesn't even care about the war anymore, because he left the war basically. Um, but there is a great shot in the beginning where there is a bunch of like planes, that just flow over him, and he just doesn't give a fuck. Basically, he just like ignoring them. And then there's also one great shot as well, where there's a bunch of explosion in the distance, and then he also didn't care at all. But it does really build the atmosphere of the movie. You know that he live in a place where he's gonna encounter some German soldier, basically, which he did. Um, and obviously, he's been doing this for such a long time. And yeah, there is some backstory for his character, which is explained with basically, with some exposition scene. There's like one big exposition scene for his character, which I actually don't really mind. Because like his character doesn't really talk that much. Artami doesn't really talk that much in the movie. Like he has several lines, but it was like super scatters. And it's not the kind of character that speaks a lot. So like there is some visual storytelling, with his character, but at the same time, I don't really mind the exposition scene. It works, to explaining his character. It might feel cheap to some people, but I don't mind it. And of course, the action sequences is just over the top. And I think if you've seen the trailer, I think they reveal this in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken, where he basically, he basically took a knife and stabbed it into like the dude's head. I don't think I can show this on YouTube because I might get demonetized for that. But like, there is a scene where he like stabs someone in the head using a knife, and then you see the knife like break through the head. I was like, holy shit! Like that's the first, basically the first kill of the movie, and it was like amazing. And yeah, the action is over the top. Like there's some great suspense scene, in the landmines, where basically Artami basically used the mines, against the soldier. And then you also get to see some of the soldier that trying to navigate to the minefield, or like the minefield. And it's like, yeah, like the movie really does a great job, just like sitting there, like doing some slow moments with the character that that there's probably some mines obviously there, and you don't know which one is going to die. And then if they are dying, obviously they explode, and then you see like blood and guts like spilling across the screen. Like it's just like it's over the top, and it's just amazing, at least in my opinion. And yeah, I think for the rest of the action sequences, it's just great. Like Artami does help other characters in this movie. I think is handled well. I think they are badass. It's great stuff. And again, cinematography is amazing. The fight scene is like, yeah, I mean, some of the fight scene wasn't super well choreographed, or I guess the editing is the main problem here. Like it's not the worst type of editing, but like again, they did a bunch of like close up, and there is a bunch of cuts sometimes, and I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of annoying. But at the same time, like again, it's not the worst fight you could ever see. And it works for the suspense, because obviously this is not going to be like the next John Wick, obviously, even though his character kind of felt like John Wick in a way. which is like refuses to die, you know. But still, you know, I do think that the fight scene is more I guess, you know, like it's over the top, but also kind of grounded in a way. Just a tiny bit grounded, I guess, and it's like, yeah, like all the kills are over the top, and it's just amazing to see that. You know, it was like, oh my god, like you're gonna say that a lot when you see this movie, you know, and it's just amazing. And yeah, I really hope that we might get a sequel, you know, because this movie was pretty successful. I think it made like 10 million in the box office, which is maybe not that much, you know, but the budget for this movie is like 6.5 million, you know, so I think it might be successful enough. I don't know. But I'm really hoping that it was successful enough, you know, so we can get possibly a sequel in the future, because I'm really wonder where they're gonna go with this, you know. Because I like the setting, you know, I like the aesthetic of it, you know. I like that it took place on World War II, and I like that it took place on like a giant, like basically field, you know. And you have this like again great cinematography and visual that you can see. It's just gorgeous to look at. This whole movie is like gorgeous to look at, you know, especially in the beginning. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, I really hoping that we get to see more of this in the future, you know. But yeah, I get that's my review for Sisu, guys. Again, I love it. You know, I think I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. And if you guys have a chance to watch Sisu on theaters, then well, check it out, I guess. And if you haven't watched it, then please go watch it. You know, give it a watch. You know, it's only 90 minutes long, so it's a simple World War II historical action movie that is going to entertain you, because again, it's over the top and it's just amazing overall. You know, like the everything is just amazing. The performance is also amazing. You know, definitely check it out. And yeah, so let me know in the comment section below if you guys already watched the movie. What do you guys think about the movie, you know? And you know, if you guys enjoyed this review, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, the usual stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos in the future, guys. And again, I really hope you guys enjoy this review, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.